Pulse and pulsex. I did ask some of the folks that are in my chats what they thought, what they would want to hear about, and I don't know. Maybe there's nothing new that you can share at the moment for for how the fixer bot might work, or maybe how the bridge will be set up. If you have
Well,
anything
I
that
mean,
you
the
might want to
bridge,
talk about.
I believe, is just a fork of the same bridge XDAI uses, which I think is called Token Bridge. But I have to check. And it's audited out the yin yang. It's got a zillion audits, and apparently it's never had any problems. That's nice
All
compared
right.
to bridges that have had the living crap hacked out of them. But you should be able to easily verify that on testnet. All this stuff's up on testnet. We've got bridges on testnet, we've got pulsex on testnet, we got the buy and burn contracts on testnet. All that stuff's been running for a very long time. So those should be very easy questions to answer.
Okay.
So that answers the bridge question. And then what
The other
was the other
question
one?
was about the
Oh,
about the fixer bot.
the fixer bot. I mean, basically it mints pulse and goes and tries to equalize like virtual market caps on the different coins so that they're kind of priced properly, or the ratios are accurate with the inflation of supply. And that's it. So it mints pulse in order to harvest ERC20s so that those ERC20s can't buy as much pulse, kind of,
Mhm.
pretty much. I haven't looked at the reports on exactly what the end system state looks like, but as soon as testnet v3 is out, that's probably the next thing I'm going to look at, is exactly what did the fixer bot do, and what in theory would you're just sanity checking what it did,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Make sure there's no unanticipated,
right,
no kind of
you're not, there's going to be edge
repercussions, right?
cases, there's going to be things you can't get at, like I'm not sure the 0x order books are going to get hit because it's like a side chain that has like pre-signed authorizations and stuff. So it's harder to get at. It's not on chain. So I'm not sure if 0x liquidity is going to get hit. I know UniV3 and UniV2 will. I'm not sure about Bank Core protocol. So there's pockets of liquidity that can't get hit, but that's just inevitable. Like, you'd rather get to market than fight to like try and eke out these little small things. Like Pareto efficiency, you get 80% done. It's good. It's good enough. Analysis paralysis and never getting to market is crap.
That's
Like,
right.
let's get to market.
Well, they do say perfect is the enemy of good,
Yep. Yep.
right? Something like that.
Yep.
Hey, one thing to add on to that, or question to ask, go a little bit further. I know there's a lot of stuff out there that we've built as a community. I'm not asking for direction on anything, but is there anything you can think of, analytics wise, tools wise,
I think
metrics wise?
you're not the only dev asking me this. So other devs having similar questions in your head, this goes out to all of you. I think for Hex, the most important parts are outbound messaging and ease of on-ramping. So like, is there a guide, a very simple guide for a Bitcoin user to be like, you know what? I don't like being down after holding for 5 years. Why don't we dump this top of the S-curve old tech and get this new awesome tech? So is there an easy guide for how a Bitcoin guy bridges out of Bitcoin into the Ethereum network and buys Hex? And if not, someone really should make that.
Do it!
Probably should be on the website. That same guide for people in fiat, that same guide for people in other stuff, right? I think most people are either in
Sure.
fiat currencies or in crypto. I guess there's people in real estate, but I don't know how to like get that into the blockchain without going through fiat. You'd have to have like an exchange network. It's possible, but it's more like an eBay, right? Like it's a hard one. For Pulse Chain, I think the important part is on-ramping the Ethereans. Hey, it's faster, it's cheaper, same code, same tickers, not the same liquidity pools, If it's fake DeFi and needs to talk to somebody's server, maybe their server doesn't point there, I think getting those guys, like how easy is it for an Etherean to claim his free coins, to participate in pulsex liquidity providing if they want to stake their pulsex if they want to run a node if they want to. I think on-ramping all those people that are getting the free coins is the most important part of pulsex. A lot of things in the Ethereum ecosystem are weird. You're like, okay, of these coins in the wallet, which are scam airdrops trying to scam me and which ones are the real ones? You can't tell. And then you see coins with fake prices. You see coins with prices that you can't sell. You see these fake coins. Now there's a new attack that people will do. Well, they'll see an address that you've sent to, and then they'll brute force a very similar address that has the same starting characters. And then they'll fake as though you sent to that too, but you didn't really send to it. It just looked like you did. And then if you check Etherscan and you see the last thing that you think you sent to and you copy paste that address that looks just like the one you wanted to send to, it actually sends to a hacker. You're like, God dang. Gotcha, bitch. These guys are really, really getting their scam on, And low gas fees actually makes these scams more prevalent because they're cheaper to execute. So like on BSC, you see other scams where like anything that ever receives a BSC send immediately gets spammed a bunch of fake tokens like immediately because it's like nearly free to do, or I'm not sure actually, but it's a lot cheaper than the Ethereum network to do. So, we've got a staking front end that helps bootstrap people into being able to stake. We've got that script that, executes Docker instances that allows people on Windows machines to easily run validators and or be stakers if they want to, lock up their coins. I didn't think about this until now, but, if you become an Ethereum validator, you can't get your Ethereum out. It's stuck there. What? I don't think we have that same problem in pulsechain. I'd have to check, but I think if you become a pulsechain validator, you can get your coins back out.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's good news. Yeah. I think that's good news if that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I know some of the guys were talking about it recently. Right?
Yeah.
Asking that question out loud, will that happen that way?
Yeah, I don't believe that, I haven't heard of any mechanism by which people wouldn't be able to withdraw. Like it was never mentioned. So it seems like, I'll check, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to withdraw, which is something you can't do on Ethereum, which is funny.
Well, at the very least, though, it's going to be open to more people, obviously, right? I mean,
well, it's much more affordable
to validate. Yeah.
I mean, it's $32,000. Well, it's like $50,000 to be an Ethereum validator right now, and you have to buy all the hardware and the connectivity. But just in Ethereum tokens, it costs you 32 of them, and they're $1,350 each. So like, it's around 50 grand.